Huku gumzo dhidi ya watu wanaohusiana kimapenzi kwa jinsia moja ikizidi kupamba moto, wabunge pamoja na mwasilishi wa mswada huo bungeni Peter Kaluma wamesimama kidete kupinga vikali uamuzi wa mahakama kuu.
Homosexuality, which is in simple language sodomy, contradicts the values stated above. It goes against our culture and norms. It is destructive to the mind and the body. It is a foreign imposition that can be termed as neocolonialism.
So we want to deal in our bill with those people who are promoting, with those people who are aiding and abetting, the people running those sacred places for such purposes. We want even to sanction law enforcement agencies. Because you can ask yourself, if the police are not acting, what remedy are Kenyans left with?
Mbunge huyu anasema sheria inayopendekezwa inalenga kulinda familia zinazolenga kukatisha tamaa za watu wa aina hii.
And remember, imagine even if you are a child, the Supreme Court rightly says these things are criminal acts in Kenya, they're not just sins. But then the Supreme Court goes ahead and says that the association of these criminals still has to be registered. What are you talking about? What a contradiction. It's like telling convicts, murder convicts, you can register murderers association. What will stop terrorists from approaching the NGO's board to say we also want to be registered? It will stop rapists from saying we can now be registered. Yeah. We are going back to that Supreme Court, and I'm encouraged by the position taken by the churches.
The Bible says in Leviticus 18:22, do not practice homosexuality, having sex with other man as with a woman. It is detestable sin. It continues to say in Leviticus 20 verse 13, if a man practices homosexuality, having sex with another man as with a woman, both men have committed detestable act. They must both be put to death, for they are guilty of a capital offense.
Kulingana nao, wana kila sababu ya kufikiria mataifa ya nje yanashurutisha Wakenya katika hali hii kupitia misaada.
But as we do that, we want to encourage our institutions to know that they exist for Kenya, not for foreign powers. Do you find it any coincidental that that determination by a majority of the bench members in the Supreme Court was handed down when the First Lady of the United States of America was arriving in Kenya? It's not a coincidence. Is it coincidental that then you see her giving us some 16 billion for hunger? This hunger of ours which makes people think our moralities can be bought. Why don't we have measures to end it?
If you check at some of the books that were being introduced in Kenya, really they are at the center of promoting these homosexuality practices. And therefore, Kenyan institutions should be on high alert so that materials that can destroy our children, our schools, and the health system should be blocked from these institutions.
And more so on the social media and our TV stations. We have taken note that the cartoons that are being played in our TVs, recently all of them are connected with sending the message of homosexuality. It is okay for parents to be of one gender, and they adapt. This we have noticed a lot.
Kulingana na Mheshimiwa Kaluma, hivi ni vita vya Wanakenya dhidi ya Sodoma na Gomora.
I was a short while back in a foreign country, and you can imagine being approached by a fellow man asking me to go out and mess with him, sleep with him. And the guy has the audacity to tell me I look nicely round. What a level of perversion. So I'm telling our people that this is an enterprise which is going on. There is no reverse gear, and it is going to succeed. On the day this bill is going to be tabled, it is going to be Kenya versus Sodom and Gomorrah, the other side. Yeah. Anybody who will rise to oppose will belong, and Kenyans will see them to Sodom and Gomorrah. Yeah.
Haya yanajiri kufuatia uamuzi wa mahakama ya juu kuruhusu tume ya kitaifa ya haki za kibinadamu ya Mashoga na Wasagaji kusajiliwa kisheria. Mahakama iliamua kwamba ingawa ushoga ni kinyume cha sheria nchini Kenya, haiwezi kunyima jamii haki ya kujumuika. Nikiripotia runinga ya Ebru, mimi ni Ode Francis.